Hi. I'm going to talk about a very dynamic figure in Black history whose name I'm sure you're all familiar with. It's Cleopatra. I don't think a lot of you realize that she was black. Some historians claim she was pure Greek. That she was Greek cannot be denied, but that she was black cannot be denied either. You see, way back in about 332 BC, a conqueror by the name of Alexander invaded Egypt, and true to his nature, he conquered it. Now, he was from Macedonia, but he spread the Greek culture around the world, and Cleopatra was a descendant of his people. So I guess it could be argued that Cleopatra was not a Greek at all, but a Macedonian. But Alexander liked to think of himself as a Greek, so okay, let's call Cleopatra a Greek. Now, after Alexander conquered Egypt, he gave the country to his general Ptolemy in appreciation for his helping him conquer it, and Cleopatra was a descendant of this general. Now, historians can't seem to agree on who her father really was. Some say it was Ptolemy the Ninth, some say he was Ptolemy the 12th, but nonetheless, he was a Ptolemy, and historians do agree that he had Negroid features. This is probably because Alexander encouraged intermarriage between his people and the people he conquered, so as to give the conquered people a feeling of being a part of his empire. So Cleopatra was definitely Macedonian, all right, Greek, but she was also black, just as Roy Campanella, the legendary catcher for the Brooklyn Dodgers, was both Italian and black. Now, most people thought Cleopatra was white because in Hollywood she was always portrayed by white actresses, Claudette Colbert to Elizabeth Taylor. You see, it's a characteristic of the white race that whenever it comes across an exemplary figure in history who happens to be of another race, it turns them into white people so that we can take the credit for their contributions. See, it's no wonder that the white race has produced so many extraordinary figures in history, having been helped out by all the other races. Now, Cleopatra was not really Cleopatra. Her real name was Philopator, Philopator. You see, Cleopatra is not a name, it's a title, like a queen or empress. A Cleopatra is an Egyptian queen. Nor was she the original Cleopatra. She was actually the seventh Cleopatra of Egypt. She was an extremely intelligent woman, not only fluent in at least 7 languages, but also persuasive in all of them. She wasn't known so much for her beauty. Ripley describes her as fat and black. She describes herself as tawny, which means dark. What she was really noted for was her charm. See, she inherited a country whose military might was past its prime and had to keep it alive against the relentless Romans. She did this by using her charm and guile to play the leaders of Rome against each other, and was able to keep it up for many decades. But alas, her charms didn't work against Octavian, aka Augustus Caesar, who intended to bring her back to Rome in chains in proof of his conquest. Now, Cleopatra kept her pet snake for just such an occasion. It's an extremely poisonous adder that she took out of its encasement, and she held it to her breast for that fatal bite. Yeah, she lost just as most of us do in life, but while her show was running, it was one hell of an extravaganza.